I got the love, she coming through tonight. I tryna fuck no move the fight. Put our differences to the side. You get a nigga like me, don't hide. I got the love, she coming through tonight. I tryna fuck no move the fight. Put our differences to the side. To the side, I raised you up, don't you lie. I'm not a hustler, I'm out the way. I'm out the way. No bitch, good, don't even.
Hey y'all, welcome to the MIZZES Reviews channel. We have James here. For those who like the little song, you know, it's also
Right.
the song was written about me. Isn't that nice? Look at God. Anyway, we're here to go over Basketball Wives LA, season 11, episode 6.
Child.
Ooh.
Y'all, this is too much.
Yes, it's a lot. This episode, I have my friend, shout out to Leona. She was texting me about it. Like, are you going to recap it? We got some things to discuss. And I'm like, oh, okay. I had a couple of Basketball Wives fans that's like, please go over it. So we're going to get into it. A lot happened. A lot did happen. Leon said, about damn time. Shut up. I'm here on time. We are going to get into it. Just for all of the little announcements, here's the information to subscribe to James's channel. Since some of you have, I can't find his channel. Okay, I know you don't want to read, so there it is. Please go subscribe to him. We would definitely appreciate that. And if you watch the video, whether it's live replay or later, give it a like. That's all. If you like it, like it. If you don't, well, don't do anything. So we're going to jump right in to it. We already have comments. Clayanna, oh God, mother, oh Lord. Listen. We're definitely going to get into it. So the episode starts, you guys, with Jackie and Jen. Jackie calls Jen on the FaceTime, and Jen is not messing with Clayanna. So she's been trying to avoid Clayanna like the plague. And honestly, Jen is usually right when she wants to avoid someone. That's just all I'm going to say. She knows when to avoid people and when to not avoid people. So I was cracking up. This isn't really much to comment on, but when Jen called Clayanna colonic, I said, that is a good nickname for her because she reminds me of everything that would be drained out of a booty hole. This chick irritates my soul, and I think that's why Jen is avoiding her. So basically, Jen is letting us know, and the point of this scene is we don't know if she's actually going to show up to the event that's going to be happening in Arizona for Brooke's birthday and all of those things. I'm going to move it along because nothing really happened there. But we then see Brittany. Let me look at my notes. Brittany, Clayanna, and Vanessa, they meet up, and the goal of meeting up is to shop for this Arizona trip. You know, girls, you know, they want to shop. That's just what we do. So Brittany mentions the cooking class, which we saw a couple weeks ago. And at this damn cooking class, chaos erupts per usual. And what we saw at the cooking class basically was everyone's been having some friction. So the ladies did discuss that friction a little bit. And when discussing that friction, Clayanna decided to text Brittany on some messy shit, in my opinion. They were concerned about Brittany coming in there, yes, but they weren't really, in my opinion, talking shit, if that makes sense. So I didn't understand why Clayanna did that. I knew it was going to be messy and cause an issue. But when they discussed this, and Vanessa is there, basically Brittany explains her piece and Clayanna, you know, explains her piece as well. And Vanessa's like, well, the ladies, they did not say like bad things about you. And Clayanna immediately does that barking that she does. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because y'all know she's about a cigarette away from being like that lady in the commercial. I hear it. That's not weed. I smoke weed every day. Okay, I've done it twice today already. That is not weed. We don't do that to your voice. That lady in them cancer sticks, I'm trying to tell you, I can't stand her voice. So she looks at Vanessa. She's like, don't do that. And Vanessa's like, I kind of appreciated Vanessa in the scene because she called her out. I feel like Clayanna gets like all in, does all the extra stuff. And the ladies, like, they don't want to deal with it. So they either just leave, don't deal with her, or yeah, pretty much leave her, don't deal with her. So it's nice to see Vanessa actually attempt to explain herself to Clayanna. It was just strange. It was just very, very strange. So, in my opinion, it seems like Clayanna just wants people to be on her side. She's just looking for allies to have to fight. And this is not Zeus Clayanna. This is not Love and Hip Hop. This is not Basketball Wives from years ago when OG and all the bullying. They seem to want to get over that. So her whole approach is just like, yeah, what'd you think about Clayanna and Vanessa and that little bullshit?
I feel like Vanessa got her in the end by the end of this episode, so I was happy for all that. But I'm gonna say this about Cleon. It seems like you're trying to be relevant in a space that would not allow you to be relevant. And it is
Hmm.
annoying. It is annoying because first of all, who are you tied to again?
She
Who's
just came on our screens, and it's not our
yes, who's
fault that that
Shawnee?
happened.
Because now I got to call you out in VH1 and y'all call center. I got to call y'all out. As I tell y'all 150 million times, if y'all are not going to provide the roster of everyone they were involved in, the last thing I'm going to want to see is another Laura Govan on this show. So I am not going to play with y'all. Like, I need the roster. Who was she with?
She says she was with someone who is extremely, extremely well
Name
known.
drop
She
then. Because it's like, here she is starting all this drama and getting on people's nerves. And it's like, well, then what the fuck are you doing here then if you're just going to start all this drama with people for no reason?
you
It is
don't like
stupid.
anybody.
Yes,
She's
then what
got
the
a
fuck are you
chip
doing
on
here
her
then?
shoulder.
Yes. It's like, ugh. How
What are
about
you
face?
mad at?
Yeah.
Mad. I don't understand. And she keeps picking outfits that remind me of like a pagan witch. That's all I'm saying. Moving it along. So Cleanna's acting crazy and all of that, but then Vanessa's messy, y'all. She already started this craziness with Evelyn and the baby mamas. I can't do that. That's why I don't date people with kids. Because if a baby mama look at me crazy, I'm running you over, bitch. I don't have
I feel
time.
like I have one, because I can't do that either. I'm sorry. I don't know how y'all women do that shit.
I
I
can't do
cannot
it.
do that shit. The only person on this earth that I will give a pass to baby mama to is Scott McGilvin from Income Property. That is the only person on this
James.
earth I will give a pass to. Other than that, no. Hell no.
For me, the
Absolutely
only
not.
person I would have gave a pass to where he did condolences to my true husband, Tupac Shakur. We was both Geminis. We meant to be. Uh yeah, I don't do baby daddy shit. And I wish Mr. Best would. I got someone pregnant. What? Nigga, I wish he would. Anywho, moving in on. James is looking at me like, what's going on? I'm just
Right.
not.
Is there something you want to tell me? Like, we
No,
got to hop off this live real quick and then you tell me and then we come back.
no. He's
Okay.
good. Let me not put my husband in the doghouse.
Yeah, please.
But
Please
I'm
don't
just
do my
saying,
brother
like,
like that. Don't do that.
women be going through these situations on the show, and I just be thinking, I couldn't do it. I really respect them for it. But we see the topics change because Vanessa checked Cleanna, in my opinion, and Cleanna was like, let me leave that alone. So that was what it was. Then they start discussing Jennifer's boy toy. And I call him a boy toy because he's a boy and he's a toy for Jennifer.
This is
Because
what I'm gonna say about Jennifer real quick. Jennifer, you have good discernment when it comes to women and them being problematic. But you don't have that same discernment when it comes to these goddamn scammers and shit and Tim Norman with them big ass motherfucking hips and shit. You don't have discernment when it comes to them motherfuckers, but you got discernment when it comes to women and them being problematic. I need to understand how that works.
James, your
Jennifer,
mouth
please come on Watch
today.
Your Mouth reviews and do for an interview. I promise I will be as professional as all can be because I am professional. I really am. I just could be ignorant, and it's a show that is extremely ignorant. I can do that.
Ignorant.
Jennifer, yeah, Jennifer, come on Watch Your Mouth reviews, please. I invite you
James, I
because I need to know.
cannot.
I need to know this. I really need to know how this discernment works. I really because there's no way
Let
I
me
don't
tell you,
have.
as soon as the dick tickles her funny bone and the knee goes to the foot, Jennifer's done. That's all it is. I'm telling you, she's just one
Is
of the
that what
women.
it is?
I think I think she's weak for
I mean, I know I've
dating.
said that in previous reviews. I know I've said that sex must be spectacular. Shout
I'm
out to Keely.
telling you, it
But the
has
thing
to
about it, it has to be. But the thing about it is that shouldn't ruin your discernment, should it?
for
Could it?
a lot of women. Good dick can like
No, hell no, not no damn scamming shit. No, hell no.
now the scamming. No,
No,
like
I have to draw the
the nigga
line
acting
somewhere. No,
up or
hell
something.
no.
But
It's one thing to pay your rent and utilities and maybe a car payment here and
now,
there.
like
But you
when
ain't finna be
we
scamming me. Like, there's no way in hell I'm finna accept that
here's
shit.
the
I don't
thing,
talk.
like this gonna sound so fucked up, but I can't. I guess my friend told me earlier today, Mina, you will ghetto sometimes. I guess so. I don't mind if like I'm dating someone like this is so bad and they're scamming somebody else. It's like okay, whatever. But Jen gets with people and gets scammed herself. So that's the part that makes it like how, who, what, when, where, why, and how. I just don't understand it. But Vanessa said in a previous episode that something is up with this man. She said she has a file. Vanessa got a file. And Leona, she said, can we please trade Clayanna and Vanessa for two new women? I think Vanessa is good for the show just because she's so messy and problematic and she won't do what Clay's doing. However, Karma, Clayanna can go. We don't even need a trade. We'll take
I
losing a
don't
player.
mind Vanessa as much as Cleona can go and she could take Brittany with her.
Ooh,
Yeah, she
Brittany
can
and
take
them
Brittany with her.
wigs.
Yeah, she take Brittany with her. I don't need them to. Vanessa, I'll keep for the time being until she does some shit that rubbed me the wrong way. This didn't rub me the wrong way. Uh, he young, he's energetic, and he knocking the cobwebs off. But what we're saying, Leona, is that enough to to blur somebody's discernment when it comes to a man scamming you versus a woman being problematic and trying to fight you? I'm trying to determine where's the discernment because does that really help y'all ignore that?
I had to start that
Because
comment. Not,
I need
she
to because
sound
I
like a
really need
grandma.
to know
He
this.
young. He's got that energy, knocking the cobwebs off that pussy. I'm so mad at that comment right now.
I'm
Not
not
the
mad, but I'm
cobwebs.
just trying to ask because I don't know how this works. When I have discernment about everybody. It's not about just gender specific like Jennifer Williams does. Because it seems like Jennifer Williams, because she was right about that season with Evelyn, when her and Evelyn was beefing, Evelyn was tripping. She was right
Mhm,
about that. She
mhm.
was right about who else was it? Royce. It was some. It was just like she's been right about a lot of different things about women. But when it comes to these men, baby, she can't catch a break. I thought she'd have been done after that dude stole her Range Rover. I guess she won't be satisfied until the dude steal the Rolls Royce. Allegedly.
By the way, speaking of Jennifer's Range Rover, to the people who watch my lives, if any of you watched the My True Scam story with Jen, I don't have that kind of time. So I didn't watch it, but anybody who watched that, please let me know your thoughts and what went down at any
And,
time. We are
and
both
did she get
very
her Range Rover
responsive.
back?
Did she
Did she
get the
get,
Range Rover
did
back?
she get her Range Rover back? 'Cause
I need
let
to,
me explain that. Because let me explain
child,
something
I
to
need
y'all.
to know.
When I tell y'all I want a Range Rover really, really bad in life, but not, and that's how you wouldn't even get the keys to that motherfucker. I'm sorry, there's no way in hell. That is $130,000 car. Do you really think I'm going to give up my keys for you to drive it to Georgia and
That's how
then
you
you end up?
know Jen grew up with money because, like,
Oh no, she's We googled her last because I was shocked that she was worth $25 million.
I would let my husband drive my $130,000 car. I'd be
When I
protecting
tell
that
you,
bitch like a baby.
I probably was sleeping that shit 2 days a week. When I
Right.
tell I get
That
one,
car.
like I promise you, I'm
So,
ignorant as hell.
we talking so much smack about Jid because Vanessa investigating her man who's much younger. What is it? He's over 20 some years younger than her. And basically, Vanessa found out that he wrote a book. And through that book, she found out he has another child. He went to prison for 10 years. He's had a name change. Yes, there is a lot that she figured out through that book. And she expresses that to Britt and Clayana or whatever. So I thought that was interesting. And so Vanessa's been talking about, like, you know, she wants to figure out how to give this information to Jennifer. Here's my thing. If you have the balls, Vanessa, to go and literally do a background check on a bitch, and I am the background check queen. I background check everybody. Then you better have the balls to say to that bitch what you found. That's just how I feel. Why are you asking for permission and all of this kind of stuff? to, why do they have to be involved in your mess, Vanessa? Stop involving other people in your mess. Like, you're on a reality show, you know it's going to get
Right. I don't understand that either. Like, it's not like you going to somebody who gonna throw down with you and go in the ring and fight you. All she's gonna tell you is keep it moving. It's fine. Like, you know nothing about my life. Like, that's all she's gonna do. So
this is an interesting comment. She believes Jennifer's dating below her because she cannot handle the men in her age range.
Yeah, she can't handle men younger either. Shit, the hell.
I think Jennifer, the age range thing, I feel like there's something, like, as people attain wisdom, they start to look for different things, pay attention to different things. So maybe there's something that's causing.
I feel like if it's just sex, Jennifer, why'd you have to get engaged? That's just what I'm asking.
Because he's the one that asked, no one else has. And that's telling too, because you was with that other boy man. I'm sorry, Jelani was a man. You was with him for a little while.
Oh, no. I'm happy she ain't with him no more, because I told you, them parents rubbed me the wrong way.
I know you happy, but I'm just saying, like, Jen's dated a few people, no ring. So I feel like she's just taking this ring because she's like, oh, someone finally proposed. Like, Jen seems like the type of chick that your relationship could be fucked up. You could have found out he made a baby with Stacy yesterday. But if she gets proposed to, she gives me the type of energy that she would just say yes and go along with it. She just seems like that. Moving it on along. So she's trying to figure that out. Leon Stray says Jen was abused. So if she's happy, then, let her be happy shit. And I agree, we should let people be happy. But listen, I'm going to say this because I've actually known this person commenting for almost 20 years now, just like James. I actually met her through James or met James through her. However the fuck. Listen, Leona, let your ass, because we passed 30, let your motherfucking ass, I'm going to read you in front of this internet. When you 45 or 52 like Jennifer, don't your ass, first of all, I assume you'll be with somebody by then, but listen, girl, you better not bring home no 23-year-old to me. No, almost 30-year-old when we 40 something.
I'm going to let y'all know this.
No,
that don't work for me. that don't work for me. Leona can't do that. James can, because it's backwards in my lifestyle. Just
all I know, she better not come to me. I don't care if it's a man, a woman, or a polka dot chihuahua. You better not come to me talking about, I got a new man, Akila, and we're gonna get married.
Well, see, the only way I would object
is 20. No.
Well, no, the only way I would object for Leona not to do that is if he started driving her Rolls Royce and shit. That's the only time I would object to that shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You was raised better than that. What are we doing?
No. She got the other Thug Life tattoo. If anything, she'll have them buying her a Range Rover. She's a player from the Himalayas.
I'm just saying, that's the only time I'm going to have a problem with it. Now, as long as he's doing that, then I ain't got no problem with it. But when you start taking my shit, that's when I have a problem with it. When you driving my shit, that's when I have a problem with it.
Listen, Jen, figure it out. Figure it out. She said, wait a minute. Listen, you can like older man, honey, but when you 50, girl, don't you be bringing me home no tenderonis, no young tenderonis. That's all. That's all I'm saying. He said it's a Basketball Wives review.
Let's get back to Basketball Wives. We
friends need to hold her accountable. So now we got to get unhappy because basically Vanessa tried to explain the hierarchy of Basketball Wives, which is an invisible hierarchy in the minds of these women. But she tried to explain it to Clayanna, which people on this show you would have seemed to agree with. And Clayanna has an issue with the hierarchy and actually ends up saying that her baby daddy has accolades. And she wasn't understanding. The hierarchy has to do with there's a lot of people in basketball and sports who date multiple different women when they're married and not supposed to do so. So the ones who have lasted or overcome that, like Vanessa and Isaiah, or the ones who haven't had like dating scandals and shit like Jackie and Doug, I guess they're placed at the type of hierarchies. And it doesn't really matter if your dude has all the accolades in the world. I think the people who are the wives with true accolades, like Sabrina James or whatever, LeBron James' wife, the women who are actually married in the league, they don't seem to deal with the group, or should I say the divorcee wives of the show. So, Clayanna, your man has accolades. I don't care. You're not with him anymore. It's like she was
We don't
speaking
even know
about
who
this
he is.
man.
So how we
Right.
supposed to know he got accolades if we don't know who he is?
And
And
then
you gonna name drop him?
she's speaking about him. She's not with him. She can't name drop him. He obviously don't want to be known or associated with you. So I don't know. Anywho, moving it along. Clayanna was on one this episode. So everybody arrives in Arizona, and Brittany, she sits along, you know, and all the ladies, you know, they're on different buses. But Brittany, no matter where she's at, she sits along. She still has a little bit of a chip on her shoulder. Then Evelyn ends up talking to Brittany, and Evelyn explains that Clayanna, Evelyn basically says that Clayanna started the bullshit that happened. She's explaining stuff to Brittany in a way that seemed to work. And, you know, everyone in the group has caught at this point Clayanna starting shit, being a part of shit. Any shit that's gone down, it comes back to her in some way. So I was glad that Evelyn finally said something. And through talking to Evelyn, Brittany says she realizes that there's a huge detail missing. Like I like that she takes the time to actually think about it versus just being mad and having that attitude. But we have to remember she was intoxicated during that filming, and sometimes people flip out a little bit when they're drunk. But if you can double back, apologize, check yourself, or hear what other people say, that's a good thing. So that for me kind of like, at first I was like side-eyeing Brittany Renner, but now I'm like, okay, I could deal with you. At least you can like admit that. But she's still so new, and she's problematic outside of this show and the tabloids and stuff. So I don't trust every bit of good that comes, you know, with that. So moving on, because it's a bunch of little scenes leading up to the end, obviously. Jen avoids who the hell she wants to deal with as a whole. We see that she might or might not be coming. And I'm hoping that they all kind of follow Jen's perspective when it comes to Clayanna after watching the scene. Like, if someone's this problematic and you think that they're really thirsty for clout or camera time, the worst thing that you could do is entertain and fall into that, argue with them, go back and forth. So I think if the cast just refuses to film with her, they're going to be forced to get rid of this woman. That's all they have to do. So we then see that Brittany wants to talk to Clayanna, and as well as Jac'eil being there, who I really like. I think I'm just liking people from Mississippi, though, but I really like Jac'eil. Love her to death. Why aren't the Bell Collective ladies charming like her? My God. Watch Bell Collective recaps on James's channel. Look at the smile. Look at the smile. We're going to sneak it in. He does recaps each week. Moving it along.
It's tomorrow night, y'all. Y'all ain't going to miss this. I promise you.
I'm excited. Bell Collective has been on break, so I'm very excited. So Brittany expresses again while with Jac'eil and talking to Clayanna that she feels that she's missing details. And she says that she has a feeling that she is the one responsible for starting the body shaming that went back and forth. We have a comment. Leon says they're always trying to bring people to a group that never lasts. That is actually true. They need to do better with casting on this show. Huge fucking issue. But Brittany starts to feel like she started the issues with the body shaming, and she takes further accountability. And she says that she wants to have a conversation with Brooke to make things right. But I noticed that Clayanna was like noticeably becoming upset. Like, if y'all go and watch her body language when Brittany's taking accountability, I'm like, why are you mad that your friend is being accountable? That's very strange to me. I love when my friends are accountable for themselves. It's like, you may have made a mistake. You're not perfect, but when you're accountable, that's all people, for the most part, ask. Nobody is perfect. So this bitch is just mad at the accountability. And then, you know, even though Brittany explains like, well, yeah, this happened, and I think I was responsible, then Jac'eil confirms it. Like, Brittany was the one to throw the first comment of body shaming by talking about Brooke's surgery. Brittany was really the one that took everything from 0 to 60. So she owns that. And Clayanna's still talking about, because Jac'eil's like, well, now that you heard that, like, how do you feel? Clayanna, I heard what I heard. And that's just that. I'm like, whoa, all you had to do was, like, what is going on, Clayanna? What's going on? I just, like, she was so angry she's obviously not had any
It's
eggplant
like,
emoji.
yeah, I was just gonna say that.
She needs
Because
some dick. I'm
I don't even think it's that. I feel like I don't know. There's something about her that I don't buy. And it's the connection to the basketball player. I don't buy that. For some reason, I feel like because we've had women on the show that had babies with basketball players and wasn't this obnoxious.
Yep.
Actually, I take that back because the woman I'm thinking of. Do you remember those sisters that season that Evelyn had came back? It was like three
Yes.
sisters.
Yes.
And you
I know
remember
you.
the one was with the one tall girl. She said that, if you want to lose weight, stop eating Cheetos. I would never forget that. That shit pissed me off. So never mind. Cause I think that's Dwayne Wade's baby mama.
Or not if you want to lose.
That's what she said. I'll never forget that shit. I was like, that's your fucking sister. Like, the hell?
Listen.
Oh.
And secondly, I lost 35 pounds eating Cheetos. Got me fucked up. I like my hot chips. James is like, what am I gonna do with her?
Nope.
I do. I still
Nope.
eat them. Hot chips is my weakness. Now everybody
Nope.
knows.
Not doing this with you today.
It is. I love hot chips. I got some puffs waiting on the side of this live. Moving it along. So Clayanna's butt hurt. I can't. She's not going to admit that she didn't hear what she heard, or maybe she misheard. And even Brittany didn't understand why Clayanna was getting so upset. Brittany Renner didn't understand why she was upset. She's like, this got nothing to do with you. It's with me. Like, why are you so invested? And I like jac'eil also because jac'eil checked the hell out of Clayanna.
Yes.
She, let me tell you, she checked the hell out of Clayanna. And if you don't know, then go watch the shit. She let her know. And I'm noticing, Clayanna, how you came in Jen's face to where you felt the need to walk up to Jen and literally push her, even though you chased that lady out. Where's that same energy with these other people? I said it a few recaps ago. Clayanna seemed like the type of bitch who knows who to mess with and who not to. She's a bully. She's thinking because Jen is the most poised and, honestly, Jen has been timid on her tenure on this show. I feel like Clayanna took that and was like, I'm going to fuck with her because she didn't get back at Vanessa. She didn't go off on jac'eil. So I'm like, what's wrong with the chick? So moving it along, Brooke and Evelyn then chat, and when Evelyn heard that Vanessa is telling people that Evelyn is not engaged anymore, all Evelyn said, she is not to be trusted. And Josh said, you know what? She's best friends with your baby daddy's ex and other baby mom. I wouldn't trust her either. You're on a TV show. So I'm like, okay.
Well, I wouldn't trust her because here's my thing. When it comes to that situation of Evelyn and the Amy lady and Carl and this shit being so fucking old, because mind you, these kids is almost 10. We're trying to figure out why would you be mad on someone else's behalf that happened 10 fucking years ago. So that's why she's not trusted. To me, she was projecting her own situation, as she admitted to on this show, to Evelyn. And I can't trust people like that, because what it makes me feel like, if I'm going through a situation that you similarly have went through, you're now going to trauma bond that and then come after me. That's what I'm getting from Vanessa, and I cannot deal with people. That's unstable to me, and I cannot do that.
He said she's unstable. Well, listen.
She's unstable. Yeah.
Clayanna is like bad crazy. I don't want her on the TV. Vanessa's definitely got some issues, though. We've been saying since episode 1, this chick needs like.
Hell, if the bangs didn't give it away, then I don't know what else will. So I'm just saying.
I'm thinking of the picture of Courtney Cox. I cannot.
Yes, the Courtney Cox picture.
I'm not doing this. All right. Whew. So next thing we see is going to be a lot of little indices. I'm going to get through it. Brooke and Evelyn, after their chat, we did see Jennifer arrives in Arizona. I'm glad that she decided to show up because, I don't want her to be that chick. But we do find out after Jen arrives in Arizona, pretty much everyone thinks that Clayanna is crazy. And we find this out through like separate scenes of everyone having their own individual conversations or speaking to the confessional about how something is off with this chick. I thought the bitch was crazy when she chased Jen and pushed her as if Jen assaulted her. I said, everybody know Jen don't touch you. Jen gonna dial her lawyer or the police department.
She don't call 911.
And it may be in different
We've
orders.
seen it live on TV. Y'all remember when that lady with the wig that big ass part and she flipped over to the top? Remember she slapped the shit out of her like that? Jen called the police. I'm like, they went to jail. So yeah, we know Jen. We know what she's about.
Jen don't play. Listen, you don't want to mess with nobody who come from money. Y'all be like, oh, the white people. No, you don't want to mess with nobody who come from money, okay? Because they got the money to know things that we don't know. So Jen comes. Everybody thinks Clayanna's crazy. The consensus, and this is Best Reviews channel. Listen, B3ST do not support Clayanna. Can't stand her. So Jen and Vanessa then meet, and they discuss. It's discussed about bringing information to, Jen about her man. And Vanessa mentions how Clayanna came at her crazy, about the cooking class and all of these things. And I'm just like, oh my God. I just.
Like, it's not, either you gonna do it or you're not.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was like. When I was watching that scene, I'm like, you think you big and bad and you was all up on Evelyn. Jen is a much less target. All you got to do is say, Jen, I'm going to pull you to the side because I need to talk to you. This is what I found. I'm not trying to be messy, but this is what I found out. And all Jennifer going to do is, well, I think that's bullshit because he never showed me anything like this, and he has told me everything. So I just can't believe what you're giving me. I mean, this not like fact to me.
I feel like, and I think with the upcoming scene we'll see for next week when Jen was upset, I feel like because of the tumultuous history of her exes and people's very public opinions on it, I feel like Jen is like a little girl with him and like a teenage girl. There's nothing you could say. He loves me and I love him. Like, she gives me that type of energy with it. But
we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
We're saying the same thing.
I can't stand. I just don't think Jen is crazy also in her own special way. Anywho, moving it along, we did see Brittany goes to Brooke's room and finally talks to her. And I was actually surprised to see how well it went and to see how Brittany handled it. She said immediately that she was wrong. Brittany explains that she was upset over Brittany was basically upset over a comment Brooke made, like, these bitches is on thin ice when they're at the skating rink. But Brooke explains that the comment was directed towards Vanessa because at the time she was on thin ice. Nobody wanted to deal with her because of all the craziness. So, Britt apologizes, Brooke accepts, and I was happy to see something get solved. So do you have any thoughts or feedback?
No, that was stupid.
Okay. Leona said, why look up that man? It's not her damn business. Their shoes are in the freezer. Yeah, I think it's that simple. Like, if your friends ask you to do a background check or look into somebody, fine. But if you're not being asked and it's not a family member, mind your business. And even if it is a family member, mind your business. Just mind the business of your own relationship. I think that is the best advice we can give to all of these bitches. So after they talk, we did see Brittany, or not Brittany. There's too many women with the names starting with B. Brooke.
Right.
I'll be getting mixed up reading these notes. Brooke has her birthday pool party, which Jackie threw for her. And everybody is commenting on the Arizona heat. Let me tell y'all something. The Arizona heat, James lived in Arizona for some time. I made the mistake of visiting him in July.
And I told her ass.
He did, but the plane tickets was cheap.
And I told her, I said, look, please spare me. Come in October, because October they had the Taco Fest that year. They had the Hawaii Fest. Girl, we was gonna gain 70 pounds and just live life. She wanted to bring her ass in the fucking summer where we can't do shit but go to the water park, and our ass is tipped over on the damn inner tube.
Me and Crystal lost, like, me and our other friend who was there, She lost her swimsuit top. I lost my bottom. If there was not an inner tube, my kitty cat would have said meow to the party. I said, oh no. Anywho, that was a good trip. That was a fun trip. That's how it should be. Anywho, moving it along at the pool party. Everyone shows up on time except for Clayanna. There's a reason I'm saying that. And the night went well. I really didn't have to take notes at all. But before I get into that, Leo says, let's talk about how Brittany showed up, toe up from the flow.
She sure did. I was like,
just stanking with the coochie cutters while everybody else looked grown and sexy. They're nice faces.
It starts from the head down. First of all, the wigs. The wigs are terrible on her head. Like, I want her to wear her hair. Whatever.
She's a pretty girl.
So she is. I want her to wear her hair. Like, whatever length that hair is, I want you to wear it. Or get
Brittany,
you some locks.
I seen your mama. I know you got some hair.
Yeah, get you some locks. Get you some braids. Get you something. I want to see your hair. I want you to wear your hair because the wigs are not working. I want you to get some clothes. Like, I want you to get some clothes. And get you some clothes where if you're going to shop at Fashion Nova, get you some real Fashion Nova shit. Stop getting some shit that look like literally ain't got the 3-thread count. Like, I need you to stop. These is women that are of higher superior of seasons of VH1 that you are coming on here with. The last thing. Thank you, Leona. Yes, that's exactly what she's giving. She's better off as Zeus. Yes, she is.
Is better off as Zeus.
She ain't going baddies. I think that I feel
she's
like
a hoe. She always hoes always. I cannot. Hoes always look cheap.
I'm not gonna say all that, but I'm gonna say I want her to step. Like, you cannot come on. Like, it's bad enough Vanessa has these bangs.
Oh, the bangs are.
And look like she literally came on the north side of Trailer Park. But here you come, looking like this, and we can't have two of y'all on this show looking like this. We only need one Royce. We do not need two of them.
Okay, you know what? He's reading. Hey, somebody brought up the wigs. We had to talk about it. That's what we're supposed to do.
We tired of it. We tired of the wigs.
Wigs
tired of baby hair.
Really
I want her to wear her hair. I want her to, because she's not ugly. I want her to wear her hair.
She's not. So when Clayanna does come in, the whole energy changes because she has a stank ass attitude, and Brooke greets her. And if this wasn't a hint to Clayanna, like, you're off, you wrong, you tripping, sis, then I don't know what's going to help her to understand or ever see or take accountability in anything. She came in to Brooke's birthday. Part of the reason they came on this trip, did not say anything to anybody. Listen, those who have manners understand that if you go to a birthday party, and I'm pretty quiet and shy in events where there's a lot of people there, but if I'm at a birthday party, I will walk in to say happy birthday to the person whose birthday it is, and I think you should always greet the person who put together the event or whose home you're in. That's common courtesy.
I agree.
It's respect. It's common sense too, in my opinion. So Clayanna comes in with a stank attitude, with a stank fucking face. Doesn't say happy birthday to the birthday girl. So Brooke walked over, and if y'all watched Brooke years ago, that went better than it could have. Brooke walked over and greets Clayanna, mentions that Clayanna just came in. She's like, you didn't say happy birthday? You didn't, I would have put her out immediately. But Brooke, tries to
I'm trying to tell you, Brooke is nicer than I thought, because I'm telling you.
But
I tell you, I would have said, if you don't age 11, you're not going to walk up into my birthday and not say nothing to me. Like,
I was like, let's just get this shit over with now. I agree. I wanted Brooke to slap the hell out of Clayanna, and everybody know Brooke got some hands. So, but she didn't. Mm-hmm. She didn't. And I get that. She didn't want to, cause a problem. So, Jackie then decides to pull Clayanna to the side. And I think Jackie was the best person to do that. And she tries to talk to Clayanna. She asked her what's wrong. Like, Jackie tried to be kind. And Clayanna's like, ain't nothing wrong. I'm just going off and I'm like, okay, all right. So then Jackie says, okay, well, how can I help? I said, well, you got Jackie maintaining ethics and calmness.
Okay.
Crazy Jackie Christie.
I was like,
I know that you're really fucking nuts if Jackie Christie is here, just like, all right, you know, you want some ketchup with your fries?
Like, what can we do for you? And how can we help you?
I felt like I was watching New Amsterdam, Dr. Max Goodwin. How can I help? Like, Jackie was really trying. And
she really was. I have to give it to Jackie because I wouldn't have said shit, but you know, that's me.
I would have let the bitch sit
okay, I'd have let her sit there and look stupid, and we probably would have played eye tag the entire time, because when I tell you, I'd have looked at her, she looked at me, we'd have looked at her, we looked at each other, and been done. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I tell you.
Joe, I'm trying to tell you. Leona said, like, why are you even here and don't like nobody? No one likes you. I would not be anywhere I'm not wanted. That is the most important part of that comment. I would not want to be anywhere that I am not wanted. Or if you don't like nobody.
But see, you have to understand, that's not how people think these days. People don't think like that. People are trying to get attention by all means necessary. So if you are in a position to where you're trying to get attention, you're trying to get noticed, and you're with a whole bunch of women that particularly do not care for you, this is what you're going to do. You're going to cause a scene. And that's pretty much it.
Listen.
And it's like...
That's how you know Clayanna's fake, because real people don't go where they don't like others or where they're not wanted.
Or if I'm gonna be like, okay, and keep in mind, if I'm gonna be petty, I might just send you a gift with a card. I might just do that.
He said if he was gonna be petty, he would still have the manners that Miss Clay lacked.
Exactly.
We have another comment. Thank you, XO Vodka. Everybody go check out his music reaction. It is posted on my channel. I wanted to get more views. Sometimes it takes a while. Thank you for liking. I'm surprised somebody noticed. Mr. Oh So Best picked my hair color. I don't really like red. It makes me look hella ethnic. Oh my God, James. Not the oh Lord. What am I going? What the hell? Anywho, moving along. Shout out to XO. He's one of my favorites. He's in Florida too. Hey, Florida. I need to get to Florida. I got people out there. So Jackie tries, and my note literally says, OMG, this Clayanna chick is awful. She's not happy about shit. So, because she's come on our screens complaining like the whole time. She said, oh, my baby daddy has accolades, but you was complaining about your breakup with him and all of that.
And that's what I'm saying.
We're lost.
We're lost in translation here with you, man, because we do not understand you. You won't name drop who he is. And then in the same breath, you're talking about him badly. And then you're talking about how he is the epitome of upper echelon. We need to figure out who he is.
But he wasn't all of that while you was with him.
Right. Because obviously you're not with him unless she was one of many.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
I'm talking too much. Let me watch my mouth.
No, you ain't got to watch your mouth here. They know I ain't shit. People know on my channel I wish I could watch my mouth. I will try to stop cursing someday, but not to fucking day. Well, Leo says she cannot say that man's name. He gonna tear her up. Yep. Her comments. I'm literally tearing from laughing. She got me snorting on this damn. I'm gonna start that comment too. He said he gonna tear up.
He gonna tear up. That's not funny, but that's funny. Thank you, Leona. I needed that laugh. Thank you, Leona. Oh my God.
Because I have that in my notes for Basketball Wives Orlando, which we're gonna recap soon.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yes,
like,
we're gonna get into it. I said they need to call it
exactly what you're talking about.
Divorced Wives of Basketball is what the name should be called. Because none of them are anyway. Moving along.
Basketball exes or hoes, one of the two. Hell.
Or hoes. Hey. Different area codes. Moving along. I done went all the way backward. So I'm trying not to laugh. Her comment has me in tears. Now he go tear that ass up. I love black people.
Okay, let's move on, y'all.
I love black people. And so the next thing I know, Evelyn looked over and she seemed concerned for Jackie. And you know what? When Evelyn's concerned for Jackie, I think something's wrong. We then see Vanessa come on over, and Vanessa explains that Clay has basically explained the accolades of her ex, and that leads to an argument. And I didn't take too many notes on this because these bitches were arguing over someone else's accolades. That's dumb. I'm not arguing with someone else about someone else's, accolades at all.
I'm trying to tell you, because that's stupid. Like, what the hell?
I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it. So, they're talking and they end up arguing about the accolades, and one thing leads to another. And at this point, I could just listen. Vanessa and the bangs.
When I tell you, I'm about sick of looking at her at them bangs.
No, I can't.
That's a
wait.
No,
She
but I tell you, I have
to Clayanna, she said, "Bitch." She said, "Bitch, I'll barbecue your lips." I said, "Wait a minute. What does that?"
I'm trying to figure out. I never looked.
What
Y'all,
does that mean?
Y'all, I am 33 years old. And in my 33 years of living, I've heard many things from many different people, but I ain't never heard somebody ever tell me in life that they will barbecue my lips.
She said she gonna barbecue your shit extra crispy like them rib tips.
I'm trying to tell you, I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life.
Barbecue them up. Listen, James. Vanessa she's obviously not right in the head. I was like, oh, you said something that someone with bangs like that would say. So I had to rewind it because I was literally in tears laughing. I said she's gonna barbecue her lips. So next thing, Clayanna goes from, she literally was like a pink, just going to different people to argue with. This she's arguing with Brooke. She said Brooke looked like a blow-up doll. And these comments, wait a minute. Serve the lips medium rare.
Y'all cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
I'm trying to get through. I have 3 more recaps after this. So Clayanna, after getting her lips almost barbecued, then basically goes to Brooke, says Brooke looks like a blow-up doll. And, she says that all these things have happened and she's supposed to produce receipts. She's saying that Vanessa has said and done all of these things. And she's like, I could prove that shit. I got receipts. I'll pull out my phone. So she pulls out the phone. And this is where any hope for Clayanna that I had was gone. I respect everybody who watches my recaps. I know some of you may love Clayanna, but I don't. I can't stand the hope. I cannot stand Clayanna. Some people might, James. You never know. You never know. You never know. That's all I'm saying. You never know. But me, I don't like her. And I really don't like bitches who say, like, just because you backed into a corner, why are you going to start trying to throw other people under the bus? When you've been getting at them, talking about basically need to stand on shit, but Clayanna don't stand on anything. This bitch has been laying down for some time. So I'm like, don't go arguing with Vanessa now because and Brooke and telling people they look like blow-up dolls and doing all of this. It's because you have receipts that you cannot produce. She had no receipts. She said, oh, see the text? She just showed them that she was texting them, which the cast does. And then she says everything that she had receipts for was, oh, we talked about that on the phone. Well, now you look bad, bitch, because I don't like bitches who do that. Like, if I have a conversation with somebody on the phone, you don't need to repeat that to nobody. I don't care if we're just talking about what we saw in Costco. If I have a conversation with you, then you don't need to be repeating it to someone else. That's weird.
I just can't with her. Like, I'm at a point.
Because
it's stupid at this point because, like, what are you trying to prove right now? You can't produce a receipt. You have no valid point in this argument. What? I'm gonna say it like this. Thank you, Leona, because you took the words right out of my mouth. It's giving pick me. It is giving, like, what the fuck are you actually doing here then?
She's a fan who finally got out.
I want to come on TV, put the 15 episodes and show my black ass to everybody else too, and start arguments for no reason. I can do that. I don't have to show my roster. I don't have to show,
Right.
my body count. I ain't got to show none of that. I can just be ignorant and say I have a baby with somebody who has high accolades, but I can't mention his name. Like, seriously, like, get her off my screen at this point. Because if you cannot produce what you are trying to say to us, we cannot affiliate with you or actually give you the time of day. I'm sick of talking about her at this point.
Yeah, I'm tired of clayanna also. So basically, then when she sees she can't win the argument with Brooke and she can't win the argument with Vanessa, because she did start to attack Vanessa's physical. And that's when Brooke jumped back in and called out clayanna. And the reason she called her out is because she's like, bitch, you was just upset and started all this shit. Go rewatch the recaps because you felt like Brittany was body shamed, right? You saying that happened. So then you go and body shame somebody else. She just she has no argument, and then she tries to beef with Brooke, and the episode ends. Listen, I don't address call centers like my friend who's a renowned author whose book is on Amazon. You should all buy it. But listen, I don't like this hoe. And it's that simple. I don't understand why you're on TV. You can't answer any questions. It sounds like you need to see an ENT doctor. And I'm just tired of her. I'm tired of clayanna. It's like, and people, we watch reality TV for these drama and these little, issues because it's entertaining. But I think everyone has their threshold and limit, and clayanna has gone over that. So please don't bring her back. Basketball Wives was lucky to come back on TV anyway. I've seen so much hate and negativity about the show online. How's it still on TV? People still watch this. The last thing you need is people like that. I don't think that Brittany or clayanna were good fits for the show, but it is what it is. But that is my recap. If anybody has opinions, you see others have commented, you can comment on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube if you're watching the live replay, or if you're watching now, leave a comment, leave an opinion. If you want to talk some more shite with us, not throw clayanna, throw her away, came to the pool in the shower curtain, damn. But if you guys, I'm telling you.
Let's go to the next video because I'm not going to play with y'all. I'm not about to play with y'all tonight.
We are about to be. I appreciate everybody who's commented. We are going to go and recap Basketball Wives Orlando. Now it will be on this channel. I'm going to go start that live literally now. So I appreciate everybody for watching. Like the video. Be sure to subscribe. We do recaps every week. And for those wondering, next week is Thanksgiving. From what I see, according to Comcast, it don't look like Basketball Wives will be airing. So, it is airing. So it will be airing on Monday, but I won't be here. So I'll probably recap it from my car or something because, whatever. But the rest of the week, we'll figure it out. Anywho, you guys have a good night. Thank you for watching. Adios.